I just want to jump to Ravi now. Ravi, I remember one of your interviews with Guy Kawasaki, where he said that let a thousand flowers bloom, which he borrowed from Chairman Mao. Not the flavor of the season, but China is not exactly flavor ever. Uh, but what do you think? Are we letting a thousand flowers bloom in our ecosystem? Do we have a coherent talent, investors, research, corporate to create the disruption which happens, let's say, in more idealistic scenario like the Silicon Valley and elsewhere? What are the missing pieces of the puzzle?
So thank you, Murli. Thanks for this opportunity to speak at this forum. Let me start on a gentler note. Um, I think, the kind of conversations we have around startups is akin to when, the uh, TV started percolating beyond the metros into the tier two cities, tier three cities, villages, and so on and so forth. People were worried that they will look at all these advertisements for certain products that they couldn't get, and there would be this angst that will be created amongst these villagers for something that they will not be able to make happen. I think we are creating an angst amongst ourselves in this ecosystem. In earnest, we only began, this whole startup thing back in 2006, which is only about 14 years ago. So in the first 5 years, we basically were looking to just copy and paste what was being, done by other people. Guy Kawasaki was one of our, like a thought leader, Clayton Christensen. We didn't have any of our own. So we were copying and pasting from elsewhere. Thereafter, we started figuring out that there is an opportunity for us to do something in the B2C space. And therefore, you started seeing the Red Bus and the early Snap deals and so on and so forth coming into the picture. And they made some progress in their journey. And that was the next 5 years until 2015. When you come to 2016 and beyond, that's when you begin to see the real fundamental, problems that are being taken up and being solved in the Indian market. So you see some horizontals in technology that are emerging from the Indian market, and therefore you begin to see that they are taking bigger and bigger, challenges. Now again, we are building an ecosystem here. We're not, trying to, go up and compare ourselves with where other ecosystems who have been around for 60, 70 years now and have gotten to where they have gotten to at this point in time. I think, there is this thing about there are successes. Obviously, it raises the aspirations of a lot of people to want to do that. Students want to, try and be a part of a hackathon and eventually do a small startup. Whether fails or succeeds, it's okay, but they have gotten into this rhythm of thinking beyond the obvious, which our education system kind of forces on you. And or you kind of have people who don't succeed, and it's become acceptable for us to be okay with that also. I think this will not be something that you can do anything faster than what we have accomplished. And therefore, I think it is a matter of time that you will begin to see that people will begin to take on other challenges that eventually will need them to be much more than just being innovative. It will lead them to becoming disruptive, because we are in a place where there are fantastic amounts of problems of huge complexities, which we have not taken on yet. We are just scratching the surface and we are taking the easy way out. And therefore, you will only see those kinds of startups that are, maybe taking some models, but Indianizing it to the extent, but really not going to the fundamentals of innovation and therefore and also getting onto the disruption bandwagon. I think it's going to take a while, but this is one side of things that I wanted to say. I'm sure I will add to it as we go along, but I think it's just a matter of time. I think we are beginning to see a whole lot of things that are happening, And what this pandemic, as much as it is a health crisis and an economic crisis for us, also is a fantastic opportunity for the Indian startups to take advantage, because other than it being in the haze of possibilities and so on and so forth, here the opportunities are staring us in the face. And if we really want to take advantage of this and do something absolutely different and disruptive, this is the time to start doing that, and not kind of wait and see how to survive this. You actually have the opportunity to thrive in this, in this pandemic.